Hey there, boys and girls, kids and campers. Dennis here, KCMD, Kicking Cancer Metal Detecting. So I'm back at it again today. My days in New York are becoming less and less. Today, as you can see, is not as nice of a day as yesterday, but the rain will be minimal, and I've got a helper today, right there. My little buddy over here, come to help me dig holes in this 1780 yard. I'll see you guys on the first good signal. Yeah, man. Guys, I no more than got started and the wind started to blow. I was expecting this little bit of rain, and here it is. It's coming in hot and heavy. Won't last long. As soon as it gets by, we'll get going again. Yeah, man. Okay, guys. So let me say this. When you're at a house that's built 1780, things are going to come out of the ground that you don't expect. When they do, make sure you do the right thing. Let me switch this around. I'll show you what I pulled up. We're going to mark it with a rock. We're going to put it up to the side. We're going to contact the sheriff's department and have them come out and take care of it. Let me show you what we got. So guys, where you see the rock down there is a marker for me so that I can show the sheriff's department what I dug up and where I dug it up. This is what I found. This has that very unique honeycomb pattern, and I believe that that is a human remain. Now, again, this house is from 1780, and it's not surprising that we found something out here that's not non-ferrous or ferrous. We'll call the police. We'll let them handle it. We're going to continue on. Check in later. Okay, guys, so in this hole I had a nail, and I have two tiny little pieces of remain. We're going to add this to our collection of remain and make sure the police get it. Okay, guys, we've just recovered a little bit more bone while out here metal detecting. I'll see you soon. Okay, guys, so that is our target. That's what we found. And in the hole with it was this piece. And that, you recognize that pattern. That's a piece of what I believe is human remains. We're going to add this to the collection of stuff for the police to examine when they arrive. Thanks for checking in. Okay, guys, so this sounded really good. I kept looking, and I finally got it out of the ground, and it's just a square nail. But with it, we got yet another little bit of bone. The pile is building. We're waiting for the sheriff's department to arrive, so we'll figure we'll keep metal detecting, and maybe we'll find all of them before they arrive. Thanks for checking in. Okay, boys and girls, so I have contacted the local sheriff's department, and they're going to send somebody out. I've got all of my remains up here set aside and marked out where I found parts, pieces of bone. And here's an FYI. We'll switch the camera around. So if you're out digging at an old home site like this one, this house was built in 1780. There's a good chance that you're going to find a human remain, a bone that is not animal. I'm going to show you a couple of pieces here so you can identify them. And if you find human remains, no matter how old you think they are, call the sheriff's department, let them come and do their investigation and pick up the parts and take them with them. It's the right thing to do, because, you know, this may be somebody from here who passed away, and they didn't put the body in a cemetery. They put it out here by this big tree that they took down just, you know, a few years ago. And you want, there's a chance for some closure there for somebody. If not living, certainly the spirit of whoever this is, if you believe in that stuff. I do. So let me show you what I'm looking at, so you'll know what to look for. Okay, so here we have several pieces of bone. And this bone displays a honeycomb pattern within the bone structure. This piece shows it really well right there, that honeycomb pattern. Humans are the only animal or species on the planet that produces this type of a bone. And so if you dig a bone, it's got a honeycomb pattern rather than a solid marrow, then chances are you have a human remain. Do the right thing. Call the police. We'll see you soon. Okay guys, on this hole, pulled up a whole pile of nails and screws. The nails are really old, the screw is not. The screw is probably from the clay gym behind me, but we also found a little bit of clay pipe. That's a nice bonus find. A little tiny bit of clay pipe. Let me get rid of those. Let me get a focus there. That is a sweet little specimen of a small piece of clay pipe. And then we found several more bits of human remains. Now you see that honeycomb pattern in there. This no doubt is a piece of human remains. The police department is on their way, and we'll see what they have to say. Okay guys, so the sheriffs, or actually the New York State Police have arrived. They're just getting my information logged in, and we'll get on with the rest of it in a minute. Okay guys, so as I collected pieces of bone, I stacked them up over there on the jungle gym, and when the officer arrived, I walked him over, I showed him what I found. He's in agreement that we have human remains. He is now calling a detective to come out and meet, have a look, and then they'll call a coroner, and the coroner will come out and he'll look at them and he'll go, yeah, they're real. They're human remains. Yeah, okay. They'll bag it all up, and maybe in 3 or 4 hours I'll get to go home. Hang in there. We'll see you soon. Okay guys, so the temperature is dropping. I put on another layer. This, just so you guys know, this is not a quick process. So you call the police. I called the county police. They sent me to Stady because he was closer. He comes out, he looks at the bones, and he says, okay, this is what they told me to look for. That is his superiors. He comes up, he examines the remains, and then he goes back and he calls an investigator. And the investigator comes out, which is what we're waiting for now. And after the investigator comes out, I'm freezing out here, then they have to call the coroner because they're human remains. And the coroner comes out and examines and says, yes, this is what it is. And he does his report. I have to fill out a bunch of paperwork or do a statement, and then I get to go home. This could be 5 hours before we're done. So don't be afraid to call because it takes a while. Do the right thing. Notify somebody when you come across things like this. And just do the right thing. We'll be here until it's time to go home. Yeah, man. I saw the lights come on. I figured I better come out.
Yeah.
Are you going to collect?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
You don't happen to have a paper bag anywhere, do you?
I don't have paper, but I got Ziplocs.
That'll work. For now, yeah.
All right. Let me grab one out of the van.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. So they're going to collect the bone fragments, and then I get to go home. Yeah, man. Okay, so here's one last look. That's going to be part of a pelvis, and then we come around this way. As I set everything up here to get it into one place. That's a ball joint, along with several other pieces. That might be part of a leg bone. Not sure what that one is, but it's big and then a bunch of little bones. Do the right thing, guys. All right, guys, so we have Officer Trippy.
Right, yeah.
Officer Trippy, he's going to tell us what he's doing.
Yeah, so basically we're going to collect the human remains. We're going to move them over to a paper bag as soon as I get back to the station. I just don't have any with me. So we're going to go down there, and tomorrow we got a doctor coming out to identify them. So we're pretty much going to go from there and see if they are human, and from there we start our investigation. So,
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out.
absolutely.
And here he goes. He's going to pick up all the pieces I dug up today. All right.